Dolls and my YouTube family, and welcome to my channel. So I just wanted to kind of do a little update on the whole do-it-yourself Z palette with the DVD case. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit, some tips. I'm not done with it yet. I started this at about midnight, and it's a good 2:30 in the morning here. I didn't just get finished with this. I've taken breaks in between to go outside, smoke a cigarette. Well, not outside, in the garage, because it's a huge snowstorm here right now. It's supposed to be like the biggest snowstorm we've ever seen in the history of snowstorms, I guess. But, in the garage is where I was at. And, I watched some YouTube. I played some of my games on my iPad. I've been watching Selena. It's my favorite movie. I just love it. I tried it. The first time I tried it, I was unsuccessful. I completely cut the case in half. I went too far right here, and it just completely fell apart. So that's in the recycle bin right now. And then the second time I did it, I went too fast, and I totally slit right here. So there was no fixing it, not even with tape, because it wouldn't have shut if I would have had to put the tape around it. So, yeah, that's what happened with that. So I ruined 2 of the empty DVD cases, but that's okay because I finally got it right. I found out what works for me. I'm just going to give you guys tips here because, you don't have to do it. I'm just saying it's what worked for me, and it was a lot easier. What I ended up doing was, first of all, I thought, okay, I am cutting without a cutting point with a base. I'm not seeing where I need to cut. I'm just cutting freehand, and it's not working out that way. So I thought, what could I do to, draw lines on this so I know where I need to cut or whereabouts I need to cut. And I remembered that I had bought a couple white markers. I bought a white fabric marker, a white paint marker, a white embroidery pencil. It's like for embroidery, it like washes away. I didn't use that, obviously. And then a white color pencil, because at Michael's they have a area where you can just buy single color pencils. So you can just buy the color you want. So I got a white one because when I was embroidering, I embroider. I like to draw out my what I'm gonna embroider, because I like to do my own like flowers and stuff like that when I embroider, and I like to draw it first because it's easier for me. So I needed something white. I figured out that the white fabric paint kind of marker thing worked the best with that. The color pencil does work, but so I thought, okay, it's a black DVD case, so what's going to show up? So I thought, okay, I'm going to try the white colored pencil, and it works very well. So I just grabbed the white color pencil that I have, and then I grabbed an old prepaid, like the green dot Visa for prepaid cards, because I thought, what's small enough? I need something small enough that has a straight edge, you know what I mean? So I thought that would work, and it worked perfectly. This worked really, really good. So if you're going to do that, a white colored pencil, a crayon might even work, but I found with the pencil it's just a little bit more accurate, and just any kind of card that is this size and has a straight edge works wonders. So I did that, and then I got my box cutter ready. Again, this is the one I got from the dollar store by my house, Dollar King or King Castle Dollar or something like that. I love it though. They have everything there. So it was only $1, and I found that with cutting, you only need it right about there, if you guys can see that. See? You don't need it very high, because these are kind of flimsy, the blades, because it is only a $1 box cutter. I do have an industrial box cutter that has like the metal handle, and I don't know where it's at. I can't find it anywhere, which I think it would probably work better, but that's okay. This worked just fine. So right about there is the perfect. And I wanted to mention to you guys that if you are younger, even underage, in fact, if you're going to do this project, be careful. make sure you have a parent with you helping you, because these can be very, very dangerous. And I don't want to condone anybody getting hurt. You know what I mean? I was nervous myself to use this, and I'm 33 years old. So, you know, if you are not 18, please get somebody to help you, or at least have somebody there with you while you're doing it. Because, believe me, those are very dangerous. You can hurt yourself with those, you know, and I don't want anybody to get hurt. So, when you're cutting, I just wanted to mention that, because, you know, I forgot to mention that in the first video, and I don't want to condone anybody doing this and then getting hurt, you know. Ugh, I've been dropping this colored pencil. Luckily, Poppy's playing with his toy, because if he would have seen that, he would have ate it. So, I keep dropping this. I'm going to set it aside, you guys. Anyways, when cutting, the easiest thing for me, because at first I was cutting like this, okay, it didn't work that good. It was like I felt like I had to press harder. So I found that actually holding it like you would a pencil or a pen and cutting worked. And you kind of have to have it, if you could see what I'm doing there, you kind of have to have it straight on. You know what I mean? And cut like that. It was way easier than doing this. Okay? It just, if you hold it like this, it seems to cut better into, it's like that point is the sharpest part or something. It just works better. And when you're cutting, once you start to hear this, let me see if it'll do it. That's how you know that you've broken through the plastic. And, you know what I mean? You don't want to go much harder than that, because you don't want to go through this cardboard. Even though this cardboard is pretty thick, there are some parts, it looks like, that I did cut through. These are from when I originally tried to do the first one, but this thickness worked pretty good. It didn't go through the plastic. So yeah, I suggest that. And when it comes to these little tabby things here, okay, these are not easy to cut. They came off pretty quick, but the way I found to do those are to make this a little bit, this one sometimes is hard to, okay, you want to make it a little bit bigger, so I would say about there, maybe a little even bigger than that, and then you take it where the tabs are right here, and instead you can start like this and try to like kind of wiggle to cut it off. But what I did is I took it like this. How it didn't work for there, it worked for here. And I kind of sawed it, just like back and forth. And then finally it just popped off. You know what I mean? That was the easiest. I'm going to close this thing, guys. Ugh. That's why it's only $1. It's not working. It's harder to close than it is. It's probably going to end up breaking. Okay, there we go. It's got like a little springy thing on there. So anyways, that's closed. So, yeah. So, that's just how I found it worked for me. And, you know, it took about 10 minutes to do this part, because I will tell you that you need to be very patient with this, because you don't want to cut through to the plastic, and you don't want to screw up and end up ruining your DVD case. So it took me a good 10 minutes, you know, I would say altogether, you know, with that and cutting the tabs off. Because, like I said, you want to be careful. I cut it as straight as I could. I want to show you guys, too, that how well the colored pencil writes on this black. Poppy's just grabbing toys out. You're so cute, you 4-year-old boy. I uploaded Poppy's birthday video. You guys should go check it out. It's, you know, it's probably gonna be boring to some people because it's just me sitting there talking about Poppy. But I told you guys Poppy's story in that video. Well, there's 2 parts to it. Okay, this is how well it writes. See, you can really see the well, I tried to do a heart there, but yeah, it writes really well. I did this video one other time and I just kept dropping the pencil, so I had to redo it. But yeah, so it draws very well on the white. I highly suggest just using you know, a white color pencil. And the cool thing about these is you can just you can just sharpen them. You know what I mean? So you don't have to worry about running out of product or anything like that. Sorry guys, I'm drawing and doodling. But yeah, so that's perfect to draw your outline. I'm sure some people won't have to draw an outline, but with me, I need a perimeter. I need something to look at in order to do it proper. You know what I mean? That's just me. So I just wanted to come in real quick and give an update and show you guys how far I've gotten and how well it was going. And yeah, it was a big old fail the first 2 times, but guess third time's a charm, because it worked the 3rd time, so I don't think I'm going to have a problem from here out. You never know, maybe. Nothing's ever perfect, you know what I mean? I know my back's hurting. I've been having really bad back pain lately, to where it's like unbearable, and I have chronic back pain as it is, but this is just, it's been really bad lately. So, I've been sitting here for a good hour now. I think I'm going to have to take a break. But once I get the tape on it and it starts to form, I'm going to show you guys how it's going, you know. And, of course, I'm going to show you the finished product before I put the shadows in it, and then I will show it to you after. Because I'm going to make a couple of these, because my wet and wild palettes alone are probably going to take about 3 of these, maybe more, because, you know, the, like the blue had me at Hello, Comfort Zone, what's the other one, the purple one, I don't remember the name, and then I got the 3 limited edition ones, and then I got, all the trios, you know, so, kind of want to put them in order, and, you know what I mean, so, yeah, so I'm excited to get the tape on here and see what that looks like. But I just, you know, wanted to give you guys a quick update to let you know what was easier for me and how I did it, because, let me tell you, you guys would have been laughing the first time. I was so mad. I just went, the first time I broke it. And then the second time, I just looked at Poppy. I said, I'm going outside. I was so mad. But yeah, so I think it's going to work out pretty great. And, you know, you could still see, like, the plastic, but the tape's going to cover that up. So I'm not worried about that. And then on the inside, I'm going to have to watch the Return Queen's video over again, because I don't remember if she even covered that with tape. I don't think she did. Which, I mean, you know, it's not a big deal. I don't think she did. So, she might have cut that part off. You know, she might have cut more higher than I did. But I was nervous, too, because of what happened the first time. But I might have to go in and try to cut this off. This part. You know what I mean? Sorry. This part right here. I don't know. Might just leave it alone, because I was lucky enough to actually have success this time. So anyways, guys, that's what's going on. So I just wanted to update you. How many times am I going to say that? So I'm going to watch Selena. I love this movie. I love her. It's such a tragedy. It makes me so angry every time I think about it. But anyways, alright guys, I love you all. I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it was not exciting. But just, you know, explaining some tips to you guys. And I will see you when I got the tape on this bad boy. Okay, bye.